Buongiorno everyone, we're here for the final episode of the series with 5Yards. We've done the defender, we've done the midfielder, now it's time to do the striker. Make sure you check out the other videos to see how far we've came along, who I've chose to sign so far, how much have I got left of the budget. I think it's about 20 odd million. Here's my choices though, like I say, make sure you check the other videos to find out. Striker option number 1. I think the next two is going to guess a bit more, or going to stand a bit more. But I went outside the box a little bit with this one. I think, and definitely out of the box of Mike Ashley's transfer policy of saying anyone above the age of 21, you know. This guy's 31, but he's still banging them in at the highest level. He's still a captain of his club, and he's still banging them in for his country as well. It is Ciro Immobile. Now Newcastle were linked with Immobile over the takeover as well, actually. Last summer, we were linked with him. Been linked with him on and off. A couple of times I've seen him linked. I've always been a big admirer of Immobile, someone that enjoys Serie A and watches Lazio, because I got a Lazio top when I was younger once on holiday and kind of followed them ever since. And the Gaza links are there as well. But Immobile is a top striker, an Italian forward, a goal scorer, a leader as well. Something that Newcastle could definitely do with. If we look at his performance this season, 15 wins in Serie A, 14 goals, so nearly a goal a game there, 4 assists, and he's also doing it in the Champions League. Look at that, 2 wins in the Champions League, with 5 goals in the Champions League as well. So he's doing bits for it. Imagine if he was at a top side, if he was at like a Real Madrid. I'm surprised he's never going to move. He's a bit like a Totti for me. He just seems to have stayed there for ages. You know, Totti at Roma, one-man club. Immobile for me just seems to have been loyal to Lazio. And I'm surprised he never got that move to Spain or to the Premier League. I would like to have seen him. Still time from though. Like I say, 31 doesn't look too great, but he's still got a good... Normally players have got, 33, 34, but he's getting better. He's like a fine Italian wine. He's just getting better with age, really. He's not deteriorating, he's just on the up. However, his price has deteriorated a little bit there, a little bit of a drop in it. But not too much. If you think back in last year, it would have cost you a couple of million more, so that's decent. His level now is 84. Now, they're only giving him a potential of 85 because of his age. Kind of understandable. I think mid-80s to high 80s is probably right, but I tell you what, Newcastle will definitely take someone in the mid to high 80s, no problem about it. Let's have a look at the scout reports now. Got Luke 4 days ago. We'll just click on him, top of the pile, Luke. Hello Blast, recommended to buy him just a few days ago on the 1st of April. We will not be looking at Luke, because he's putting out in there. How are you, Luke? Hope your game, son. Yeah, let's have a look at what Matty's saying. Didn't let we down, Matty. Didn't let the Matty's down, son. 15th of March. What are you saying? He's got the attributes in there. Look at his finishing. Doesn't get much better than that, does it? Yeah. Clinical finisher. Work rate's right up there. Speed still decent for his age. That Immobile largely operates on the left side of the attacking third and plays as an advanced forward. More than capable of spearheading his team in the role as a lone forward. I've seen him a lot of the times as a lone forward, holding up the ball, getting in behind, being a right nuisance for the defenders. He's a right handful, so no one wants to come up and play against him. And if he does get in, he slots it past the keeper more times than he doesn't. Immobile is excellent when attacking from deep, good level of acceleration which causes problems for defenders, especially when running down his favoured left-hand channel. Comes alive in the opposition box, deadly finisher, ability to get a shot off even when it seems in a congested space. This is a nice review here by our friend Matty, lots of detail, I like it. This is reflected from analysing Immobile's goals per game average. The Italian has outperformed his XG in 4 of the last 5 years, so like I say, fine wine, getting better by the year. Shades of Carlos Tevez. I like it. Good link. I agree with that comparison from Matty. Lazio, I think Ciro Immobile has found his perfect club in Rome. I think he would be good at someone like Atletico Madrid, though. I think that would be a good fit for him. Newcastle with a lot of ambition, or even maybe linking up with Carlo Ancelotti at Everton, something like that. That would be an unreal signing for them, but they do have plenty of money and ambition, so I think he'd be a very good signing. Immobile, deadly finisher, captain. Not for me, though. Not for me. Going a bit more into the future. I am not 31. I want them younger. I want them right and ready for it. Going to come into the fold, because we've got Callum Wilson there. Hopefully he stays if we get relegated, which are not in this video anyways. I want someone there to be battling Wilson for his place. I know Gale's just been given a new deal, so I want someone fresh and someone who can challenge for Wilson's position, especially when Wilson gets injured, because he has got a record of it, like he has done this season for Newcastle and in the past for Bournemouth. Ex-Newcastle player, current Magpies fan still, Adam Armstrong. I'm not just talking about Magpies on TV fan, I'm talking about Newcastle United fan. Came through the academy, Adam Armstrong. Had a few first team appearances, as you remember, got the odd goal, never really given a chance, but grew massively, not just physically, but as a player as well, and matured as a person, I think, in his loan spells, and now still at Blackburn Rovers, banging them in, linked with the Premier League move, and a lot of you told me to get involved in this one and get Adam Armstrong back in Newcastle United. So that's why I've got him in there for you lot. And I agree. I think he's a quality striker. He's banging him in the Championship. Time for him to step up, see if he can do it at the big leagues. He's 24 now, so he's at that age where he needs that move, I think. Like I say, Newcastle, England. He's featured for the youth levels for England, like 11 wins in the Championship, 19 goals, 3 assists, class record that, to be fair, especially with where Blackburn are in the league. Imagine if he was playing for like in Norwich there, bloody hell, he'd be on with 40 goals. His player price has dropped as well actually lately, so that's a bonus for us. Level now 72 with the potential to reach 78. I think he could squeeze into the 80s there, to be honest with you, like maybe. Well, I could see Armstrong doing well at someone like I would have said a Villa. Really, I think he could do well at like a Villa, where he could be pushing up there, and a Villa continue the way they're going. And they will be a top 6 side, could be a top 8 side. Speed, his big attribute there on 5 yards for Armstrong, as well as his finishing. You'll see what Jordan has said 17 days ago. Got a good scout rating, Jordan, as well, so he must be a regular on 5 yards. Shout out Jordan. He's put him as a potential to reach 86, so that's massive. He reckons he can be one of the best in the world. Champions League, a lot. Clinical goal scorer, plays in the shoulder of the last defender, out and out goal scorer, solid link-up play. Shades of Jamie Vardy, I like it. Good shout. Small and stocky, quick and robust, committed and seasoned player, plenty of years ahead of him. Adam was touted as the next big thing at youth level, found himself loaned out continually before setting at Championship level. Currently one of the top scorers at mid-table Blackburn. The lower Premier League team took a punt on him. They were finding a useful player capable of delivering high goal contributions. I do think he will be in the Premier League next season, whether it's at Newcastle or not. He is heavily linked, and we can get him back for cheaper as well, because we had a release clause in there, so it's a strong possibility. I know the Newcastle scouts are looking at him, are looking at bringing him back. It's definitely a bit of business that they're looking at, that they think they can get done and smartly do it, and for cheap. So I wouldn't be surprised. I know Armstrong would want to come back as well. He obviously definitely wants to be playing in the Premier League. You can maybe even see him, I know I said Villa before, but maybe like the Wolves, or to be fair, Brighton or something should have snapped him up this year, and they probably wouldn't even be in trouble right now. But are we going to snap him up? Not for me. Not for Big Renty. No. Third and final choice is Ivan Toney. Another ex-Newcastle United player, another young, another one who's absolutely banging them in the Championship. Prolific. I think he's actually the top goal scorer. 25-year-old Ivan Toney. Yes, playing in red and white now. Swap that soon. Get back on the black and white. Didn't actually score against him in the Carabao Cup, surprisingly. Did he play? Or was he injured? Yeah, I think he played. Mate went off. Don't know, didn't score though, did he? Thought he was bound to, thought he was destined to. Knew he was dead up for it. He's dead up for a return as well. He'll definitely be coming to the Premier League. He might even make it with Brentford if they do come up, but they always seem to bottle it towards the later stages. So there's absolutely loads of clubs looking at Ivan Toney to take him to the Premier League. 25, English. Some people were even touting him to make the Euro squad. I thought that was a bit adventurous. Championship player's not going to make it, is he? But some people were calling for it because of how good his record has been this season and the past couple of seasons, really. Another one like Adam Armstrong, where he just wasn't given a fair enough crack like the whip at Newcastle. I'm willing to give that whip another crack. Ivan Toney, he is my man. I will be buying him. But let's, at the minute, have a look at it. 18 wins, 27 goals, 9 assists. Well, that's just wins as well. That's his performance speed. I'm not sure how many wins Brentford have got, but that's 27 goals and 18 wins. And chipped in with a good fair few assists as well. Nearly double figures. His player price has been on the rise. It's kind of hit a steady line now. But you look at £80 million. It's not cheap, but the reason is because of the amount of goals he is banging in. And because of his age, he has got his best years ahead of him. 71 with the potential to reach 81. More than capable of playing in the Premier League, more than capable of playing top 10. I think by the looks of it, his all-round game just looks brilliant on it. And I think he could go right up there. I could see someone like a Leicester buying him, you know. They gave Iñárritu a new deal, but Leicester, someone like that, Leicester in the Champions League now as well, like on this. So maybe like a West Ham for Ivan Toney, that would probably be a good fit. He's got aerial ability, work rate, finishing, technique, passing. He is pretty all round, Ivan Toney. Like, he's a big lad, puts himself about. I remember he did that on his Newcastle debut though, he put himself about running up and down the line. He's definitely impressing Brentford fans, definitely impressing in the Championship. He was bought in to be Watkins' replacement when money. Watkins going to Villa and he's definitely done that. See what Toby is saying about Toney. Why, saying out? Oh well lads, help the brother out, yeah. Someone else, I'll go on and give a review once I've bought him. But I've said it there, you know, all round play, he is a natural scorer. Handful for defenders with his strength, with his runs. Good link-up play, he scores goals and gets assists. He's good. He's too good for the Championship. Get him to the Premier League. I'm bringing him back. He's going to be challenging Wilson. Make him stick up top. Stick Wilson and Toney up top. English duo next season for big rent these Magpies. But I think he could definitely be in the squad. Definitely come off the bench and make an impact. Definitely challenge him. Someone else to come off the bench instead of Gale or Carroll if he somehow gets another deal again. So Toney, quality. Good for you, but you'd trust him if Wilson does get injured like he has in this season and most seasons in his career. And you'd trust him to maybe play up with Wilson or to play in cup games, to come off the bench, so hopefully make an impact. So I think he's an all-round quality striker with loads of potential, needs the game time, needs to be in the Premier League. And I'm getting him. Buy 100% of him. Do it. Done. Right, and that's it. That completes this 3-part series with 5 yards. Shout out there. Make sure you check out the link in the description. That's Newcastle saying as a striker. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the other videos. Episode 1 and 2, where I look at the defender and the midfielder that we should also be looking to sign this summer to sort myself out a little bit. Try and push away from 17th. No more relegation battles next year if I was in charge. If you were in charge, who would you sign? Who should the striker be that Newcastle sign this summer? I think it goes out saying Wilson should be given the number 9. And Toney, whatever number you want, mate. Whatever other number you want, pal, you can have it. Cheers for watching, everyone. Drop your comments below. Subscribe to my channel TV. And enjoy yourself.